Hi Hoopers, thanks for joining in for our 45-minute hoop dance fitness class tonight, every Tuesdays and Thursdays in November. I'm excited to have you here. Before we get started, let's just go through a few safety reminders. Please modify if you need to. If you don't feel like you can do a move, just pause and work on something different. If you need to take a break when needed. Don't forget about your water, and I'll remind you too. Feel the flow and have fun. Also, we post all our videos to our YouTube channel, so if you want to go back and review tricks that we learned today or a certain exercise move, you can do so. The link is in the description. All right, so let's get started. Our class format is the same as every week. So we're going to start with a warm-up, move into waist hooping, hoop fitness, hoop dance, hoopography, and a cool down. Okay, so for our warm-up, I'm going to start with my standard hoop. It's 1.5 pounds, about 38 inches, comes right up to my belly button. And we're just going to stand feet about hip width apart, a little bit wider, and drive the hoop up and down. After class today, I'm going to be hanging around for a Q&A, so if you have any questions, hang on to them till the end, or you can always pop them in the comments and I will see them after class. Also, just let me know if you're here too. You can do that anytime. Just comment like hey or here in the comments. All right, let's take that hoop, hold it around our waist, and we're just gonna twist here. Bring some movement into our feet now. On our next twist, we're gonna raise our hoop above our head, back towards the center, and opposite side. Great job, a few more here. All right, let's bring our hoop back around our waist. We're just holding it here and we're gonna go for a few hoop jacks. So low impact, step, step, high impact. We're gonna jump and raise our arm up in the air. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could do the low impact or high impact, whatever you're feeling tonight. Just getting our heart rate up a little bit. Moving our arms and our legs. Hooping is a total body workout, so we want to make sure we're nice and warm. Very important part of workout, warm up and cool down. All right, a few more here. Okay, let's pop that hoop. I'm gonna swing it upwards so it's resting on my low back. And I'm just gonna push my hips forward while squeezing my glutes. So stretching out our hips here, raise back up, and we're gonna fully hinge down, okay? So hinge, squeeze your glutes, rise back up. We're gonna go again. Flex backwards. Really pushing those hips forward. Let's come down, hinge, bring our hoop to the ground. One more time, raise back up. And hinge forward. All right, slowly raise to the center. And we're just gonna hold our hoop out in front and pull our heels to our glutes. Just activating our quads and our legs. Awesome. I'm excited for this workout tonight. I have a brand new trick in store for you for our dance section. Something we haven't done before, a bit advanced, but I'll break it down. All right. So on to our first part of the class, waist hooping. We're gonna start feet hip width apart. hoop on the small of the back, wind up a really big swing, and we're going to pull side to side. So our core is tight, our posture is tall, and we're just pulsing side to side. So our weight's distributed evenly in our feet. The force is coming right from our waist, from our core. And keeping our hands above that hoop. We can bring them in the center. We can go out to the side, up high, whatever feels good for you. Just keep rocking here. All right, now my hoop's going to the left. We're going to turn in the direction that our hoop is going. First, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, while keeping that side to side motion going. All right, so let's give it a shot. We're placing all the weight on our grounded foot and pushing off with the opposite. I'm going to the left, so my left foot is grounded, right foot is pushing, and we're just pivoting around in a circle. So that's one way to save your hoop if it is falling down, just to turn the way it's going. You don't necessarily have to go for, a strict, structured pivot. You can pick your feet up, get more fluid with your motion, and turn in a circle. Maybe move your arms if you're feeling it. All right, meet me back in the center. I'm gonna go forward stance, one foot in front of the other. Now we're switching our pulsing, we're going front to back, all right? So one foot in front of the other, soft knees, core is tight, and we're just pulsing right from our core. We're going front to back. How you guys feeling? All right, keep it going, keep that front to back pulsing motion going. I'm gonna break it down for you. So the movement we are doing, it's almost like if you're tapping your foot, right? So see when I tap my foot, how my core and my entire body are just rocking front to back. All right, so most of our weight's in our back foot. We're gonna wind up, give it a spin, let it rotate 4 or 5 times before you actually start pulsing. So just so you can find and feel the rhythm of your hoop, right? And then the motion we're making is exactly what I just showed you, the front to back motion. And that is all that's to it. All right, meet me in the center. We're gonna stand feet hip width apart like we did in the beginning. And we're gonna bring our feet together. You're gonna find this is much harder than the previous two. But keep rocking with it. Step out. Step in. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step out, great job. It's harder than it looks. We're gonna go one more time, feet together, step in. Let's raise our hands up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. I'm hinting at our fitness circuit that's coming up shortly. All right, so keep that one in mind for later. Now, we're gonna stop and grab our hoop. So the way I do that, my hands are coming right from behind. 1, 2, okay? Toss our hoop in the opposite direction. So this is your non-dominant hooping side. We always wanna practice both sides here to have a balance, nice and even. So whatever leg, we're in a forward stance now, whatever leg is in front, let's switch. So taking it back and bringing that other leg forward, whichever one it may be, it does not matter. The rhythm and the motion is still the same. So another way to save your hoop when it's falling is to push faster, harder. So just that pulsing motion, push faster, harder, and you'll feel it rise back up your body. Okay, and if your hoop is on your waist and you push faster, harder, it's going to rise all the way up to your core. Great job. A few more seconds here. We got this. All right, feet hip width apart, still going in the opposite direction, pushing side to side. Keep that core tight, back is nice and straight, posture's aligned, and we're rocking. All right, let's turn it out here. So now my hoop's going to the right, and guess what? We're gonna turn to the right. Great. Now let's see if we can get a little bit more fluid with it. So just picking up those feet. This is something I'm working on, as you can tell. Maybe bringing our arms into it if we're feeling it. Up high. Some of us maybe just concentrating on not letting that hoop fall to the ground. And that's totally okay too, wherever you're at. It is amazing. Let's keep it going. 5, 4, 3, catch on 2, 1. Whew, great job. Okay, one more for our weights today, and then we're moving on to hoop fitness. So let's get our hoop going. We're gonna place it on the small of our back, feet front, forward stance or side stance, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. Give it a really big spin. Get it going. Get that rhythm going. All right, and we are going to try to move with our hoop. So we just did a little bit of that when we turned in a circle, but we're actually gonna move side to side. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2 steps, and 1, 2, turn. Okay, so we're bringing that turn in there. So we're going 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, and turn. Let's try it together. Ready, 3, 2, 1, step to the left, 1, 2, turn. Other way, 1, 2, and turn it out. You may be noticing the turning is really helping you now. Keep that hoop up. Let's go one more time, then we're gonna bring our hands into it. So going this way, step, step, turn, step, step, and turn. Amazing. Okay, now we're gonna bring our arms down a little bit. So when we go to the left, okay, we're gonna keep one arm in the center, bring one arm out. So 1, 2, hands up, turn. This way, 1, 2, hands up, turn. You got that? All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1, step to the left, 1, 2, hands up, 1, 2, hands up. Great job, we're gonna go 2 more times, 1, 2, hands up, and last time, 1, 2, whew. Let's catch that hoop, give our waist a break, grab a sip of water, and I will show you what we're doing for hip fitness. All right, so fitness section of class, we're gonna be doing 4 exercises, 30 seconds each. All right, and that's it, just very short fitness for today's class. All right, so our first move is going to be something we learned last week, a weave, and the week before, I believe. So I'll demo real quick. We're gonna hold the hoop out to the side, cup 4 fingers around, thumb is pointed outwards, and we're gonna throw the hoop to the opposite side of our body and let it roll back. As you notice, my other hand, just to get it out of the way, just putting it right on my back. So throwing opposite side of the body, letting the hoop roll back. Are you ready? Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So when I start that swing, my arm is extending fully outwards, bringing my elbow by my body, and that's where it stays for the duration of our weave. Okay, we don't want our arm extended out far because we're gonna lose control of our hoop, and it will not be safe for our arms. We wanna make sure that our elbow is closer to our body. All the work here is in our hand and our wrist, our triceps, our biceps. And we're just rocking the hoop from side to side. This is also called a figure 8 or a weave. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you guessed it. We're going for the opposite arm. So weave with the opposite arm. All right, so from here, same thing. Cup your hoop with 4 fingers, thumbs pointed out. Toss it like a ball, going from the other side. Bringing that elbow close back to your body and letting the hoop roll from side to side. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, one side is always going to be harder than the other side, but we do not give up. We keep practicing and practicing until we get it, because it's all about balance and control, working both sides of our body. We don't want to work just one arm and not the other. It's very important to remember with hoop dance because we tend to gravitate towards our dominant side, but it is very important to practice both. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a break. I'm gonna demo this next move. You guys grab water if you need to. Okay, so we're gonna go for a hoop squat. Actually, we're gonna start with the hoop on our body. A little different this week. Usually we go off body, and that's what I gravitated towards, right? So feet are hip width apart, hoop is around the body. We're gonna squat down, come up, and press. Okay, so we're starting with our hoop, holding it at our waist, driving our hips back and down, squatting down. Be sure to keep that chest up. This is very important in this move. Squeezing our glutes, coming up. When we come up, drive your hands up and press upwards. Okay, so it's a combo move. So we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat back and down, keep that chest up, squeeze glutes, push. Back and down, push. Making sure our back is nice and neutral. Knees are not coming over our toes. And we're not pushing it. I just caught myself doing that. So squeeze, stand up, pause, press. Or raise, raise, press. So you can pause it if you have to. Squat, squeeze, come up, pause, and press. Or just do it as one combo move if you feel like you have the control. All right, keep rocking here. Only 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, give me one more. 2, and 1. Amazing job. And we made it to our last fitness move, okay? So this one's gonna be a little bit of agility. We're going to place our hoop on the ground, like so. Stand in our hoop. Okay, and we're gonna do a burpee. So we're gonna do a low impact burpee just because where our hoop is. So by meaning I'm just gonna bend down, put my hands down, step, 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 stand up. And you can raise, you can jump, or just raise your arms up if you want. All right, are you ready? Last move, 30 seconds, that's it. Give me all you got. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're just stepping back, standing in, hands come up. Great job, keep it up, guys. Keep that breath going. And my hair is falling out. All right, 5, 4, give me one more. 3, 2, 1. Amazing, we've made it through our fitness section. And this never fails to happen. It means we're working hard. Grab a sip of water. We're gonna move right into dance tonight. Okay, I'm switching down to a lighter hoop. Not as small as last week. So this is a dance hoop. It's about 36 inches and it weighs 1 pound. We're gonna be learning a lift off into Vortex tonight. So in one of our previous classes back in January, we learned a lift off. I'm going to demo it here. So prerequisite is waist stooping, getting that hoop going around your waist and being able to keep it up for a sustained amount of time. So lift off. I'm gonna break this all down in a minute. We're gonna go into Vortex. So Vortex is continuously going up and down with your hoop while turning your body. It is a bit more of an advanced trick, okay? So if you have questions about this one, please stick around after or send me an email and I'd be happy to answer them for you. All right, so wherever you're at, if you're practicing waist stooping, that's great. If not, we can go for a lift up and then a Vortex. All right, so I'm gonna break this one down. The first step of a Vortex is a lift off. So we're going to get our hoop spinning around our waist, okay? So core is tight, our posture is aligned, back is nice and straight, and we're going to place our hoop on the small of our back. So right where we start our hoop in the beginning, like right when we're, waist stooping, we're getting ready, winding it up, letting it go, that's where we're gonna pop our hand. And we're gonna feel every time our hoop hits our hand. Notice my hands, I have an open hand. I'm not gripping anything. Okay, my hand's in an L shape. My thumb is sticking out. And we can count if that helps you. So when the hoop hits your hand, 1, 2, 3, lift off. So the process of lifting off, when you're starting, you're going to want to turn the way your hoop's going. So pay attention to that. My hoop's going to the left. Okay, we're gonna turn to the left. It's gonna make this move so much easier because we're slowing everything down. If we were just right to go and lift off, this is actually very quick, very advanced. We wanna break it down first. So, hoop's going to the left, hands on the back, hoop is hitting the hand, and when I want to lift off, we're not grabbing the hoop here. So, if we grab the hoop, we're going to stop the motion of the hoop and we're gonna have nowhere to go. So this trick, we have an open hand, similar to the weave we did in our fitness section. We're not grabbing the hoop, we're just simply guiding it upwards, okay? So the hoop still isn't rotating here, but we don't wanna stop the rotation entirely. We just wanna drive the hoop up so it can be above our head and rotating. All right, so from here, hoop's in our hand, we're gonna wanna take our other hand, right? We just wanna get it out of the way because we're not using it. So I like to just tuck it next to my body, right across my chest here. Pledge of Allegiance maybe. And thumbs pointed out. I'm gonna show you from this angle. So we're gonna drive our hand, when our hoop hits the hand, we're gonna drive it up and in front of our face and over our head. So it's almost like you have something on the back of your hand, right? And you go to wipe it off, which I don't think you want to do this anyway, but if you remember when you were a child, I know kids do this all the time, they have something on their hand, they're like, I need to wipe it off. So that's the motion you're making. Your hand is on the back, we're driving it on the back, driving around right in front of our face, okay? And then extending it upwards to its natural position right above our head, which is a lasso. So we're going from lift off to lasso. First step, we're gonna take this hand, tuck it in, we don't need it. Okay, and I should mention too, my hoop's going to the left. The hand that's doing all the work is my right hand. If you're going to the right, it's gonna be opposite. You're gonna be using your left hand, okay? Place our hand on the back, wait for the hoop to hit your hand, and when it does, we're not grabbing, we're just driving our hand upwards while turning our body, okay? And you're gonna notice when your hoop gets above your head right here, we're gonna have a transfer going on. So the thumb that's hanging out to the side, that's for a reason. We're gonna hook the hoop with our thumb, swing it around, pop those 4 fingers through right into a lasso. So from the top, step 1, hand tucked in. Step 2, pop your hand on the small of your back. Step 3, wait for the hoop to hit your hand and for you to feel comfortable. Step 4, drive up while turning. 5, transfer thumb. 6, stick 4 fingers through and pulse that hand front to back to keep the hoop rotating over your head. Okay, so this motion, lasso, is the same thing as a handspin, right? It's just in a different plane. So if you need to practice lasso, practice handspin because it's less scary. You can see what your body's doing, okay? And you can control the hoop more when it's in front of you than when it's above your head. So first step of a vortex is lift off into lasso. Hand tucks in, other hand comes behind, drive up, transfer. Here's a lasso. To get down, we're gonna bring our other hand in. So the hand that wasn't doing anything before, we're gonna connect our hands together. This is also called prayer hands, okay? So when the hoop opens in front of me, connect my hands together. Now the hoop's rotating around both of my hands. My hands are glued together, they are not moving. And I'm gonna drive my other hand out. So we just transferred the hoop to our other hand because coming back down, we need to do the opposite, right? So this hand goes up, our left hand goes down. If we're spinning to the left, if we're spinning to the right, it's going to be opposite. So to bring it down is way easier than to bring it up. To bring it down, we are simply going to saw the hoop, so stop the motion, turn, drive that hand down, toss it around our waist, okay? So from the top, hand comes in, driving up. We're gonna bring our other hand in, transfer here, okay? Drive our hand down. So I'm not gripping the hoop at any moment. This is important to note. So we're gonna drive hand down and toss it right around our waist. When we drive our hand down, I should note that we're still doing that transfer with our thumb. It's gonna be when our hoop is right here on our body, we're just gonna hook a little bit and throw it down around our waist. So when our hoop's up here, I'm gonna try to show you guys without breaking anything. Let's see. There we go. So when I come down, here, let me do it from this angle so you can see. Down and around. I hope that made sense. It's a bit different doing this on camera. So, vortex, lasso up, transfer down to waist. Those are the first steps. Those are all the steps in a vortex. When you do a vortex, you're just doing it continuously. So lasso up, hand in, turn, come down, and right back up. Okay. So at this point, we are at lasso up, hand comes in, lasso down, and we're tossing it around our waist. The last and final step is going to be the transfer behind the back, right here, transfer back into that opposite hand to come right back overhead. So lasso is a continuous move. And we're never grabbing during this move. This is like an open hand move, as we can call it. So up, come down. When we transfer, we're not grabbing, we're just bringing our other hand right behind our back here and doing that same motion. So the thumb comes out and going right back above the head. It's similar to a weave in that we're cupping, so we're using that cupping motion of our 4 fingers to stabilize the hoop, to draw it back overhead. Okay, so I hope this made sense. If you have any questions, please shoot me a message, send me an email, leave them in the comments and I will get to them after. But I wanted to give you guys, especially everyone that's been hanging around with me, we've been focusing on a lot of beginner tricks, and I wanted to give you a challenge a little bit with a lasso. It's one of the first more advanced moves that I learned and what really drew me in to hoop dance. So I hope that gave you a little challenge. Now we're gonna grab our hoop and we're gonna come off, grab a sip of water, and I'll show you our hoopography. All right, so hoopography tonight, we're not doing a lasso. I wouldn't do that to you. I'll demo it first. Like in the beginning, we're gonna drive our hands up and down. Okay, so we're just driving here, just hanging out. We can, bring our feet in if we want, whatever you're feeling. Then we're going to pause in the middle, go for an orbit. So orbit is 4 sides, front, side, back, side, front. We're just rotating the hoop and our arms around to frame our upper body. So again, hands are on the inside of the hoop. So here's the inside, here's the outside. Hands are on the inside. Drive that hand overhead. So I'm going to the left. My right hand's gonna drive overhead. Left hand's by my hip. They open to the center in the back, opposite. Open to the center in the front. To make it more fluid, we are just twisting our arms instead of having these strict motions here. We're making it more fluid. So we're just twisting to the side, right? We're gonna twist to the back, twist the other side, and then twist to the front, and just keep that going. All right, so into orbit, we can kind of pick up our feet here if we want. We can move our body around, get funky with it. After orbit, we're gonna flip our hoop forward, go into passing. We can turn when we pass, we can break, so changing directions of the hoop. Awesome job. Next, we're gonna go into helicopter. Helicopter is same thing as passing, well, a variation of passing. So we're turning our arm while we rotate the hoop around our body. We still have those same 2 contact points, one in the front and one in the back. The difference here, in the front, we're starting palms up. So I'm gonna let go, one-handed move here. Drive our palm down to the ground, out to the side. Drive our palm up to the sky in the back. Transfer, pointer fingers come together. Switch, palm comes down to the side and up to the front. Gravity really works with you with this one, so don't try to break it down too much. Just keep that hoop moving, it'll be a whole lot easier. We're just rotating our whole arm around while passing the hoop. So that's helicopter. Next move, we are going to grab our hoop, hinge it towards our body, step through, bring it out in front. Okay, so hinge is like a door. Your hoop's the door, your hand is the hinge. So tighten grip, loosen grip, swing it towards you, tighten grip again. Step in with the opposite foot. Use that wrist to drive your hoop around your body, bend over if you have to, like I do, and step out. So from here, stepping in and out. We're just stepping right through the hoop. Down, drive the hoop up above the head, bring that other hand in, turn, hands on the inside of the hoop, come down, sustain spin, and come right back up. Flip off and bow to end our hoop dance. All right, so let's run it through it. I'm running a little bit over tonight, probably about 5 minutes over. Just so you need to know, it's 8:11 now. Classes are supposed to end at 8:15. We're ending around 8:20. All right, but if you have to leave, we post everything to YouTube, so you can check it out there. All right, so we're gonna run through this 3 times. If you've been hanging out with us these last Tuesday and Thursday nights. You know the deal. 2 times run through it together. Last time you were on your own, just to bring in your own style and have fun with it without anything else going on. All right, so grab a sip of water first and we will get into it. All right, let's go in whenever you're ready here. So we're just driving the hoop up and down. We can step with it. Go into orbit. Passing. Bringing your own style in. Helicopter. So passing with a twist. Squeeze and step through. Okay, bring it out in front, tap it on the ground, drive it up above the head, hand comes in, sustain spin. You can go fast or slow, so we can break it down. We can go continuous. That's just turning in the same direction and raising your arms up and down. It looks really pretty. Make sure you don't get dizzy. And bow. All right, so one more time together. Last time you are on your own. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Amazing work tonight, guys. Hope you're enjoying these classes. Orbit. Into passing. Helicopter. Passing with a twist. Squeeze and step through. Pop it on the ground, raise it up, hands come to the inside, sustain spin. And in 3, 2, 1 with a bow. Awesome, are you ready? This time we're gonna do it on our own. Grab a sip of water if you need it. All right, so this time you're on your own. I'm not gonna talk. If you need to, you forget to move, just look right up and watch that screen. I'll be doing it right along with you. There's no counts to these dances. It is free flow on your own style. Just rock with it. Are you ready? Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. And 3, 2, 1. Come together, flip your hoop forward for a bow. Amazing work tonight, guys. All right, join me for a short cool down. We're gonna start without our hoop tonight. Actually, let's start with our hoop. We're gonna bring our hoop in. Just give me a few minutes here. Get you nice and cooled down. And we will be on our way. Most important parts of the workout, warm up and cool down to prevent injury. Let's twist, move back in the center, and look over the opposite shoulder. Hold here. All right, come back to center. Let's raise the hoop up. Big, deep breath in. And exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale down. Let's pop that hoop on the small of our back. And we're gonna stand about hip width apart and just squeeze backwards. So the hoop is pushing into my lower back, squeezing our glutes to support our lower back. And just slightly bending backwards. Just releasing all that tension that we may have felt from waist hooping. We did a lot of waist hooping today, and that was awesome. All right, let's slowly rise back up. Flip our hoop off in front. At arm's length away, hinge your hips back and down. Nice neutral spine here. Just stretching our hamstrings, our low back, our shoulders, even our fingertips. All right, let's slowly raise up vertebrae by vertebrae. Take as much time as you need to on that one. All right, we're gonna go for a quad stretch with assist. So using our hoop as a balance, just pulling our foot to our glute. And switch. Again, I'll be sticking around after class for about 5 to 10 minutes for a Q&A. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. We went over some advanced moves tonight, and I want to make sure you understand the concept of the vortex and the lift off. All right, let's bring that leg down. We're going to toss the hoop to the side. And just a few arm stretches here. We also did a lot of arm work. So just cross one arm over the other, and pull. So we're stretching out our shoulder, upper back, bicep here. All right, let's release and other side. Make sure with this one, you're keeping your shoulders down, away from your ears. I find myself hunching up. We want to make sure they're in a neutral position. All right, and just one more. Let's take our fingers and pull them towards our body, like so. This one feels really good. This is great for doing after like weaves or isolations. Even the lift off we were practicing, we're stretching out all of the little muscles in our forearm. All right, let's switch. So we're just switching, pulling those fingers back towards your body. And we're gonna do the top of our hand now. So palms pointed towards your body, fingers down to the ground, just flipping it over, stretching the other side. And switch. Same thing on the other hand. And we're almost done, I promise. All right, that is our class tonight. Thank you so much for joining in. Our next class is on Tuesday, 7:30. So you can plan your next workout, maybe post a hoop selfie and tag us, Hypnotic Hoopla. That would be amazing. I'd love to see you guys and hear what you have to say about our workouts. So with that being said, have a great weekend and I will see you Tuesday. Bye guys.